doesn't get better than this. No, it doesn't. Right, next stop, Lincolnshire. And yeah, great few days in Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire. Sherwood Forest was just absolutely insane. But yeah, Lincolnshire, which I think is going to be interesting. It's quite flat. There's the Lincolnshire wolds, which I've been researching, which I'm heading to tonight. It's really, as you can probably see out the window, very sort of flat light, very flat clouds, which is going to be challenging, I think. So I might not get anything tonight, but tomorrow's looking a little bit better. So I'll have a scout around when I get there tonight, and then yeah, see what I can get. It's really exciting when I go to a new location. It's just an adventure. So yeah, I'm just getting into the Lincolnshire wolds now, and the problem I've got, and you'll see as I just go past this field to my right here, is that I'm in autumn. So all the crops have been harvested and they're now ploughing the fields, which means that one of the things that would have been really nice here is just the rolling fields and just like the hedges and, you know, very British sort of scene, I think. But that's going to be difficult. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a place just to park where I feel like this is some nice scenery and fly my drone and just see what I can see. Unlike a lot of the places I've been to, there's no like defining place, I don't think, to go to here. I think there's just going to be a lot of driving around and hiking a bit and just trying to figure out something. Right, I just stayed overnight in quite a nice place actually, just in the Lincolnshire wolds. Still grey cloud, so oh yeah, it's just really damp. So not damp, dull. So I'll just show you here. It's just, I need light because there's these really nice rolling hills which I think I can photograph with my drone, but I need like definition. So I think I'm going to go to plan B, which is go to the coast, because I feel like I've seen some things that go out into the sea, and I think I could just do a really long exposure of those and just have something that sort of reflects the mood here, which is a shame because I've not got the Yorkshire wolds. In fact, there's even a plaque where I stayed last night all about the Yorkshire wolds. Yorkshire wolds, the Lincolnshire wolds. Have I said Yorkshire all the time? God, I'm tired. Right, anyway, so I'm going to head to the coast and see what I can find. Doesn't get worse than this.
So I decided to cut my losses here, drive to the coast and see what I could find there.
So I've just arrived to these salt flats here, and I thought I'd just fly my drone out to the sea, but actually there's some really nice compositions. You can see here I've got this sort of river leading into the coastline here. So I'm just going to explore here because I feel like there's some really nice weather coming over there as well. I've just got to watch my lens, but I feel like there's going to be something really interesting here. And yeah, I should probably do this, see if there's anything. I'm going to go close to the beach as well because I'm going to see if there's anything interesting to go and walk down to, because it's probably about a 35-minute walk. So just means that I can scout with my drone.
Conditions were perfect for drone photography. We had super low cloud, so I decided to stick with my drone. I flew it out a few different batteries and I got some really great shots.
Okay, so it's sunny now. Didn't think that was going to happen according to the weather forecast, but it's beautiful low cloud, a bit rainy, stormy, potential rainbows. Boom, so I'm going back to the wolds now. Just done some drone photography at the beach. Think I've got a reasonable shot there. Back to the wolds. Come on. This could be Lincolnshire in one day, no, 2 days. I've been here 2 days. Didn't do anything yesterday, took no photos, it was rubbish. Okay, let's go. Whew, that was hectic. I just stopped quickly. I'll show you these trees now that I've just taken a photograph of, but the light was changing so quickly. Oh, it looks so good over there as well. I think I'm going to be stopping quite a bit at the moment. So when I do, if I find something amazing, I'll show you it. Right, let's go down through these trees. Right, so you can see I've just been taking a picture of these trees here, which look fantastic. But there's also some really nice sort of rolling hills over there. You can probably just see them at the side there. I'm looking for a lone tree somewhere. I think that would just be so good. It's really nice around here. Right, this is amazing. I just need to grab a photo of this. I found a really nice composition with just like all the fields. It just looks absolutely fantastic. You can probably see it there.
You don't have to be smart. No need to dress up for me to see.
So I have used the drone quite a bit on my trip around the counties of England, but none more than in Lincolnshire. It really was a game changer to be able to take these photos. I feel like I've really captured the essence of Lincolnshire from this, with these rolling soft hills and lovely fields. And I'm really pleased with all the shots I got here.
You let the world know what has been has been. And there's no use in looking back, going back, wishing back. Cutting grass and chopping wood can be romantic. Sipping coffee under the apple tree is gentle, manly.
Well, I'm now in Yorkshire and I'm at a place called Flamborough, which is on the east coast. There's the ocean. I've just parked just behind over there in a campsite, and I'm going to photograph that lighthouse in the morning, although it would have been quite good tonight. It's beautiful evening. It's going dark at 6 p.m. now, because it's I can't get my head around the fact I'm just so far further north now in the UK, and obviously it goes dark a little bit sooner. But I'm just in the this sheep here looks like it's evil. Look at this sheep. Oh, it's old. It looks like a bulldog. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna have a little walk, to be honest. Might fly my drone, probably take some photos. Just want to check out the coast here. And yeah, the coast along this Yorkshire coastline here is just absolutely amazing. My wife is from this area, so I've spent quite a lot of time here before. And one thing I would say is it's also erodes a lot. So as you can see, just step over here, that's just like a drop just down there to the bottom. But there's dolphins and all sorts of things that you can see off this coastline. It's absolutely amazing. So I think what I'm going to do, because I'm probably not going to get a great shot, I'm going to walk this way. I'll show you the coastline here. Absolutely incredible.
And the windows are closing. You let the world know that what has been has been. And there's no use in looking back, going back, wishing back.
3 days of hardly any nice light, and I was praying for the next morning for there to be a good sunrise, but I got up and there was just nothing. I got this tiny bit of light, but that was it. So I watched the seals for a little bit and then found somewhere to camp that evening.
So I've just parked on the edge of the North Yorkshire moors. You can see my van there. They had some incredibly bad fires I think it was this summer, and you can just see, look at that, and you can smell it. You can still smell the burning smell. But to stop it, the other side of this road, because it was coming this way from right over there, the moors, on the other side of this road, they basically dug up a massive trench. So you can see that trench all the way down here to stop it spreading over there. And this trench goes for a long way, like miles. It's just incredible, it's so sad. But the one thing I would say is that it's gorse, and the plants here are really hardy, so it will grow back. But it's pretty devastating. So I'm currently in Whitby, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I love this view in Whitby. It's such a nice view, and it reminds me a little bit of sort of the northern St Ives from Cornwall. In Cornwall, I'm trying. I mean, I could take loads of great shots here, but in my book, I don't want it to be about the towns. I want it to be about the landscapes of England. So I might take a few shots. I'll show them in the video, but they're just on my phone, or you know, the conditions aren't great. What I am interested in is this pier, because although it's a building, I feel like I could get quite a lot of landscaping with the ocean, but I can't really find a composition. I've walked around a lot and I can't really find much.
So I left Whitby really keen to get some good weather and travelling through the amazing Yorkshire moors, looking forward to the next day when hopefully things would start to improve. But before then, I found something quite interesting.
Right, I've just stopped because I've seen a really nice sort of barn with some walls, and there's a tree there as well, so I'm just going to walk over to it. It was great coming across the moors, but this, I think, looks really cool. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so I think this barn over here, I'll just show you. It's I think it looked really nice. I think even just from here it looks pretty good. But I think I'll go a little bit higher. I quite like these grasses just in front of it. Oh, this would be so nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go here, down here. This would be really amazing with a bit of mist or even some sunshine, really. But I really like this as foreground. I think this looks really good. Right, let's see what I can find. So I've just been moving around a little bit, and I feel like I like the foreground here now. This is a bit tight here, but I'm just not sure about this tree here. I think it's really close to the horizon. I think I'm maybe just going to go a little bit higher in that direction and see, but oh God, it would be so nice with some light. The clouds are actually quite nice, but I just want some light.
So I camped out on the Yorkshire moors last night in my camper van, and I'm just waiting for my mate Rich Doak, who's a fantastic woodland photographer from around here, to meet me this morning. We're going to hike down to a woodland that should be quite cool. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be any fog. It looks better for tomorrow, to be honest, but if you just look over there, the light's good. There's a little bit of colour in the sky, which I've not seen for 4 days, but it's a bit drab, I'd say. But yeah, it was fantastic camping here, like just properly in the moors. It was just so cool. So we're just dropping down into the valley. There's sort of a river runs through here. There's some really nice oak trees. And we're just going to have a look at a spot here where there's a stone wall. Rich is just ahead here. It's still pretty dark. But that's one of the things with woodland photography, you know, you'd be amazed that even when it's dark, you're going to have like maybe a 10-15 second exposure, but you can get some pretty special things. It's so quiet out here as well. This place is so beautiful. This wall and this valley down there just looks so nice. And there's an old building here that's just all derelict, which looks really amazing as well. Yeah, I'll probably take a quick shot of this, but the light's not quite right at the moment. Hopefully when we're going back up, we'll have a bit of sunlight and I'll be able to get the shot. What a magical woodland this is. It's a bit of a hike. We're going to go right down in here now. There's just these old stone walls going through it and it's crazy. I can't believe there's actually a marked path here because I honestly don't think many people have walked down here. So beautiful. You can just hear nature, birds and cows and sheep, the odd grouse. I can just pick up the farm machinery as well. Beautiful. Right, I found a really nice tree here. It's an oak tree, but I really like the way the branches sort of, I don't know, fan out and then almost like disappear in their own leaves. I think it looks really nice. You can just see it here. So I've gone for a portrait shot. I'll probably cut off a little bit of this. It's a bit wider on the actual photo, slightly different aspect ratio. But I think it looks really nice. I really like it. I spotted it from right up there and yeah, it's a little bit different and I think it's good. So show you that and let me know what you think in the comments. Right, I'm so excited. I found this amazing oak tree. I say I found it, it's always been here. It's not like it was lost. And then some oak trees in the background. But what I really like about this is these ferns in the foreground. I think they look really good. So I've had to focus stack this, I think. Shooting at 24mm, and that branch over there looks good. That tree over there, it's so good. It doesn't get better than this. I really like this shot. Okay. Oh, who needs fog? So, just going to head down to the river now. I haven't mentioned, but polarizing is an interesting thing when you've got conditions like this. And I always recommend that if you're shooting like leaves that have got a bit of reflection off them, then always try a polarizer. I'd say 90% of my shots are not polarized, but there's the occasional one that will make a difference. And you know, it can just, you know, reduce some distracting reflections. And that's why I use it really, not to create more depth of colour, but to reduce the reflections. Anyway, we'll keep going this way. Okay, we found a wall. You gotta love a wall. So, so there's a wall diagonal here. It just goes up a little bit bigger here, and there's a branch coming out here as well, which I quite like. I've just tried to position the wall in between these trees, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic, if I'm honest. And I've sort of half polarized it. I'll show you what it looks like fully polarized. So that's fully polarized, that's half polarized. I think it looks better. Maybe full polarized now, I'm looking at it again. We'll do both, let's be safe.
It's a lonely road to travel on. It's a heavy loss to be alone. Now I finally think I found someone.
Well, it's the next day now, and still in the woodlands. What did I say in that video a while back? This book's not all going to be woodlands. Well, it's not. But when the woodlands are like this, you've got to come.
and appreciate them. Certainly in Yorkshire, I'm going to be doing some landscapes as well. There's a Yorkshire Dales as well that I'm going to go to. Yorkshire's such a massive county, the biggest county by far in England. But these old beeches here, I don't know how old this one is, this is more of a baby one, probably just a few hundred years old, are just incredible. And what I'm trying to do is shoot a lot wider and incorporate these limbs in the foreground. So the trick is, how do I do that and create a nice composition and avoid getting too much sky in the image? I think this works quite well. I've just got this little bit of blank space here. So I'm going to move around that way a little bit, but I'm going to start with this, move around that way, and I'll show you the photos now. It's great, isn't it? So we've just found a composition with this beech tree. I was just talking about it, and then we've just moved a little bit further up that branch to, I'll just go behind Rich here. So just to shoot down into it here. And what's quite interesting is that we're both going to shoot this in pretty much the same spot, but I guarantee there's going to be quite a few subtle differences between these, and then we'll both edit the photos and I'll share them now and see what you think. Right, you can probably tell by the change of coat, we're up on the moors now. But it's a little bit different than before. We've got these beautiful trees here, these silver birch, which looks fantastic. I mean, everywhere here looks fantastic. There's a really nice farm over there. So this evening, please, can we get some sun this evening? If we get some sun this evening, I think we could get some really nice shots around this area. And Rich is going to show me some other bits as well. So yeah, it's really quite excited about this. So I'm just trying to isolate these trees. So I've got this one here, and then if I just move around, you can see that there's this tree here, which looks really nice as well. So I've just tried to find a nice place to isolate them. I think this is pretty good. Rich is over there, just looking at that old tree on the floor and doing some foreground stuff. The sky is not super interesting, so I'm trying to sort of avoid getting the sky in, but oh, it's nice to have the sun again. It's so nice. Oh, this is looking pretty good, pretty tasty. So I've got this with the grasses moving in the foreground here and the silver birch behind. I'm polarizing it. I've also got an ND filter on it because I want to get a slower exposure, and I'm going to try different exposures for the grasses moving. I'll do a faster one as well. But yeah, this looks really good. Really happy with this. And you can just see Rich going back to his car. Hopefully the car's not in the shot, but yeah, this is looking brilliant. And it's so nice to have the sun. It just feels warm, makes you feel happy. Yes.
It really was, after 5 days of not seeing the sun, fantastic to finally get it. And the cherry on the top was the next morning there was meant to be fog, but would it be foggy when I woke up?
I'm just making my cup of tea this morning, and outside looks absolutely fantastic. I think there's going to be some fog. I can see a little bit of fog forming. I can't wait to show you. It's still pretty dark out there, but I think there's going to be some fog and some valley to shoot here in Yorkshire, and also there's some woodlands, so I'm going to be able to do some landscape and woodland photography, I think. So excited about this morning. Yeah, come on. Let's have a look.
Yes. Alrighty, 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 alrighty. We have missed It's low cloud, I think. It's definitely low cloud, but it looks absolutely spectacular. So I'm going to shoot down into these woods. I've got my drone to shoot some valley shots because it's quite difficult unless we walk a long way to get to the valley from here, or to get to a valley shot. So, but there's all sorts of farm buildings and everything. It just looks so good. Yes. So the sheep all over, and the mist and the trees and the atmosphere, it just looks so good. So I'm just trying to capture some of the sheep in between the trees. The tricky thing with that is that if I shoot at ISO 64, I've got 1 second exposure. So I'm just upping the ISO a little bit. It doesn't matter, a little bit of graininess is not going to matter at all in these shots because they're all about the atmosphere. And these sheep are amazing. They've got like really long tails. So rather than the tails being cut, they're left long. They just look so good. Now we're talking. This is so nice. There's like depth, layers, the mist is creating lovely sort of conditions here, and I've got this sort of really old silver birch here, then an oak, then a few other trees behind it. It just looks so good. I'm shooting at the moment with my 24-200, but I think I might change to my 24-70. Yeah, this is... Rich has just showed me a shot on his phone. It's honestly, it's mental here. We've been searching for this for the last sort of 10-15 minutes, and then finally we've got into the mist, which is so good. Right, we're going a bit higher. See if we can chase the low cloud, which is going higher. So it's higher cloud now. Not convinced. I think we're just going to be chasing our tails, but it's worth a go. And then I'm going to fly my drone, I think, because that's just a way of getting into the right location and getting a landscape shot. It's so muddy around here. Oh. And also, there's a different type of shoot on today. They're shooting the pheasants, and we just saw the gamekeeper, and he told us to stay out of a particular wood. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to get shot shooting. I wouldn't want to get shot shooting. Look at this, so good. So I've just got these shots here. Rich is just around there. I don't think he's in my shot, but it looks so nice. It's sort of very muted because I'm just using a little bit of the atmosphere just to attenuate the light a little bit. So the darks, you know, the blacks are going to not be very black, and I need to really think about that when I'm editing it. I don't want to bring back in contrast that wasn't there. But this is just lovely. Okay, so this is an interesting composition. I've just spent a little bit of time trying to get it right. You can just see on the right hand side there's a branch coming in. I think I'm going to cheat a little bit and spot that out because I just don't think it adds to it. But then the depths to this is so good. We've got really close up the ferns, which are moving a little bit, so I've got to think about exposure. I'm excited here. We've got this massive old oak tree leaning over this brook. Just looks so good. So doesn't get better than this, does it? Doesn't get better than this. No, it doesn't. Right, I've switched from a 24-70 just because I've realised that I've got it and I'm not using much over 70, so may as well have the better lens on. I'm not that bothered though, the 24-200 would have been fine too. But I've got this really nice scene here. I'll just show you here. You can just see there's a really nice sort of wall that goes through it, and you can see a bit of the wall here. There's a sort of dead tree here. This is a lovely shape. And then there's like a fence there, which I really like. It's really good. Really good. Somebody said I say so good too much. Do I? Or should I? It's hard to stop it. It's just natural. Sorry. right, I'm in the most precarious spot in the world here. So I'm just stood on a rock in the middle of a waterfall. And anybody that watches my channel at all, they'll probably know that, I don't know why I'm pointing it down, they'll probably know that I don't take a lot of waterfalls, but this is what I've got. I'm just shooting this here. I'll show you through my camera. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's going to work out pretty well. I've got a polarizer which I'm holding because I've got my bracket for that. There's a bit of mist. It's just so good. Oh. So this is incredible. We're going to head back down to there. There was no mist here when we first arrived. I'm struggling with this. There we go. Lift that. There we go. There we go. Let's go through. I've just spotted my tripod. I'll show you a picture of my tripod. It's not in a good position. But anyway, look at these woodlands. They're just so amazing. I'm in the Yorkshire moors, or just off the Yorkshire moors probably, and this is perfection. So it's now about 1:15 in the afternoon. We've still got fog, low cloud, whatever you want to call it. It's so spectacular. So making the most of it. I'm actually meant to be going up to Northumberland I'm camping near Dunstable Castle because I've only got 15% left on my battery. So I need to get some electric, and the conditions look really good there for sunrise tomorrow. But now we've got a dilemma because this fog's staying around, but it's a 2-hour drive there. I think I'm going to go there. So I'm going to stay here for another hour in this woodland and then maybe head back and go to Dunstable. Or maybe not, because this is epic. Oh, it's a long way down there. I'm not going to go too close. I'm already way too close because there's overhangs there. But anyway, it's clearing. We were about to go back, but we can see the bottom. It looks epic if the sun comes out. Okay, it's raining a lot now. This is grim, very grim. From suddenly being excited, I'm now sort of want to go. But anyway, I've got my cloth, ND cloth, link in the description, and it's getting. We're going to persevere because it's worth it, I think. Such an amazing end to a brilliant day of fog and my last day in Yorkshire. I was now heading to Northumberland and the castles, and finally I got some really great shots in the fog in the north of England.